Welcome back, gamers, to the final round of Top Card here at the Trader Shed at House of N. The matchup will be Marcus Cole, who won his match against Melvin, versus Chaiyawat, who has got here completely undefeated with an impressive record of 6-0. And you're currently, what, 4-2? 5-1, okay. Okay, okay. Right, and this will be the match to determine who wins the tradition at the House event today. It's a match to remember for sure. This is actually the first time we're seeing Marcus on stream today, even though his performance has been nothing but stellar. And with no stellar Pokemon on the team. Who is this? Oh wait, no! Yeah. His performance has been nothing but Tatsugiri Stellar Terra. Never expect the Stellar Terra. You only expect stellar performances from the players in Singapore. In any case, it is almost time to begin. As both players try to connect with each other, I will briefly go to each person's team. We've seen Chaiyawat's team several times on this stream already. It is going to be the Calyrex with Chiyu, Rillaboom, Tornadus, Urshifu. Very strong pairings over there, as well as, of course, Clefairy, which is Calyrex's almost favorite partner in crime, I would say. Meanwhile, on Marcus' side, we have another two partners in crime in Bondozo and Tatsugiri. And this is since the first ever regulations for Scarlet and Violet. Very few people have actually stuck with them as powerhouses arose in the meta, such as the Treasures of Ruin, as well as Pokemon like Iron Hands and Vladimir. But there are still people such as Marcus who have stuck to their guns and continue using Dondozo Tatsugiri, one of the few remaining Dondozo Tatsugiri players, and also a player who has achieved very consistently high tournament results with this pairing. In addition to Dondozo Tatsugiri, of course, we also have a neutralizing gas Galarian Weezing, Wellspring Ogerpon, Iron Hands, and for his restricted, it's also Calyrex Shadow. We have some unconventional sets on both sides here actually. The Calyrex Shadow on Marcus' side is very notably a rocky helmet. And it's coverage move for choice selection. Good for that. So, we will see both players going into team preview now. They already kind of know a little bit about each other's teams. They fought each other in Swiss already. And so, surely, both of these players are going to have a game plan against each other. You just have to wait and see how the dice fall. Alright, and just like that, game 1 of finals is now underway. We will be seeing the leads from both players. From Notaro's side, it is going to be the Tornadus and Calyrex Shadow. While on Marcus' side, it's going to be Ogerpon, Wellspring, and Weezing. That Weezing is going to apply its neutralizing gas effect to the entire field. That Tornadus is going to lose its Prankster. The Ogerpon is going to lose its Water Absorb. But Calyrex's ability is not suppressed. It's still going to have that S1, it's still going to have the Unnerve, and it's still going to have the Grim Day if it ever comes up. Now, as we go into turn 1, very crucial decisions are going to have to be made from both players here to try and set the stage for themselves. Calyrex already the fastest Pokemon of the field, although if Chaiyawat chooses, he can still go for some form of speed control or damage control with a potential weather. We do see the Weezing here as well, not a Pokemon we see very often in VGC, but a Pokemon that we normally see paired with Regigigas, but there's no Regigigas here this time. It's gonna be the Follow Me from Pokemon on turn 1, protecting the Weezing from any harm, while the Tornado taunts the Ogerpon, and Calyrex goes for his nasty plot. What is it going to be from Rize? It's going to be Toxic Spikes. So one layer of Toxic Spikes will poison any Pokemon that switches in, that is grounded, and second layer of Toxic Spikes, if it gets to go up, will badly poison them instead. The only way to remove Toxic Spikes is with Defog, a move that is not very common in doubles, Rapid Spin, or by having a poison type Pokemon on your side, which Chaiyawat lacks. Right, a relatively bloodless turn 1 over here. No damage being traded, but a lot of status moves flying around. So the follow me, the taunt, the nasty plot. And the nasty plot, that Calyrex is looking so dangerous right now. Fastest Pokemon on the field. With +2 Astral Barrages, Marcus is not going to want to take that. He protects the Weezing, but the Ogremon is exposed. It's going to have to take an Astral Barrage on the chin. How much damage is it going to do? It's a massive amount of damage to the Ogremon. Takes out about 75% of his health. The Bleakwood Storm is going to protect the Weezing. Is it going to hit with the Ogremon? It connects with the Ogremon. The Ogremon is going to feint to the super effective flying move. And so Chaiyawat clearly picks up the first KO of the final. I see, you can get a glimpse of the remaining two Pokemon on Marcus' side. One of them is going to be the Dondozo. Right. We've seen time and time again that, Dondozo, Tatsugiri, if left unchecked, are just going to run amok. And so he sends out Tatsugiri. It's Tatsugiri Droopy. And notably, that means we've seen all four of Marcus' Pokemon. That means he did not bring the Calyrex Shadow Rider. He did not bring his restricted into this matchup. He's ready to ride and die with the Dondozo in this matchup. We'll see whether it pays off for him. Calyrex going for another Astral Barrage. Of course, he's not going to hit the Tatsugiri. That otherwise Dondozo is not going to take a lot of damage. It does not care about the fact that you've nasty plotted. It's just going to take the hit. It's going to take the Bleak Storm just as well. When we get the speed drop on the Dondozo, we do not. Instead, Order Up goes into the Tornadoes. Does a good amount of damage and raises Dondozo's defense. And of course, Dondozo, one of the bulkiest Pokemon to ever do it, is just gonna get a bit of healing off of its leftovers. Notably, unlike in the first few regulations, Dondozo are no longer running rest. Nowadays, they kind of just rely on leftovers for residual recovery. Chaiyawat decides to go for the Tailwind here. Maybe there's Pokemon at the back that rely on the speed control in order to outspeed this Dondozo. Calyrex goes for the Astral Barrage again. It's gonna do a nice amount to this Dondozo, even if it's ignoring the +2 on Calyrex because of the unaware. It's kind of a war of attrition between these two powerhouses now. Dondozo not getting an attack buff because of the choice of Tatsugiri, it's getting a defense buff instead, but it's kind of inconsequential in front of two special attackers. It's really a war of attrition between Dondozo and Calyrex and Tornadoes on Chaiyawat's side. Obviously, Dondozo with the Tatsugiri in his mouth is unable to switch out. Has the Protect to kind of restore a little bit of its health, while Calyrex kind of just Calyrex and Tornadoes both kind of flounder a bit. Not much they can do in the face of a protecting Dondozo. Of course, while Marcus is trapped with his Super Boss of a Dondozo on the field, Marcus still has the option. Chaiyawat still has the option to switch out either of his Pokemon if he wishes, if he feels that the Calyrex and Tornadoes are not doing enough damage on the field. But that Dondozo, now at +4 defense, is just going to shrug off attacks from a potential Riddler move that comes in, or even the Urshifu. Another Astral Barrage. It's going to bring it out to maybe around half health. Yep, it brings it down to just under half. Bleakwood Storm is going to miss, it misses the Tatsugiri, but it connects with the Dondozo, doing just a bit more damage, bringing the Dondozo down to 1/3 of its health remaining. Order Up goes into the Calyrex. Does a good amount of damage. It looks like one more should do it. But no, that situation is going to change after the Calyrex punches onto the Citrus Berry and feels the relief. Dondozo's defense keeps going up. It does not want to faint. It does, while it brings against time for this Dondozo. Obviously, it can't recover forever. It doesn't have access to like the powerful healing moves like Rest, as it once did. But perhaps if it can knock out either the Calyrex or the Tornadoes, maybe that's enough. Calyrex goes for the extra barrage, does chip away at the Dondozo just a bit more. Then Dondozo is almost on his last legs. It's on a sliver of health remaining before the leftovers recovery. Dondozo does go for the honor up. It's probably not going to be enough to kill the Tornadoes. It brings it down to a sliver of health remaining. Dondozo has that +5 defense, but it's just so close to fainting. Chaiyawat has to be able to feel that on the next turn, barring attack, he'll definitely be able to take out this Dondozo. In addition, while Dondozo, it can't switch out. There's not much he can really do besides protecting the heal for a bit of residual recovery. Chaiyawat also has to realize that at this point he has the freedom to kind of control the turn timers a little bit. Tailwind blows for the opposing team, giving Chaiyawat an extra leg of speed control against the Tatsugiri that comes out after the Dondozo fades. As well as the Weezing that's still in the back actually. Dondozo, it does get the double protect off. That's gonna be just a little bit more healing. And if attacking Pokemon like Dondozo, every single bit of healing counts. It's gonna be the Bleak Twin Storm and the Side Shock from Calyrex Shadow Rider actually. Right, the Dondozo continues to at this point, I don't know if Marcus is going to go for a triple protect here. He's not going to go for a triple protect. It's going to be the Astral Barrage. It's going to come into contact with Marcus. I see Chaiyawat heaving a sigh of relief there. He's like probably contending with the amount of Astral Barrage PP he has to expend in order to try and kill this Dondozo. The Blinking Stop is on the Dondozo. It lives on a sliver of health, and the Dondozo has one more to go for an honor. It brings the Calyrex down to great health. It no longer has the Shrewsbury. One more honor up might actually be able to pick up this KO. But Dondozo itself is in such a precarious position. It cannot survive another hit. It cannot. It has to rely on the protect for residual recovery. Chaiyawat switches on the Calyrex. Does not want to waste any more PP. Does not want to risk losing Calyrex to an unfortunate order up there. Urshifu is going to come in and say, and it's poisoned by the Toxic Spikes. Earlier set up by the Weezing. Now the Toxic Spikes, it feels like forever ago just because of how tanky the Dondozo is. If it's not going to come out, it's not going to connect with the Dondozo at all because of the protect, and it's going to give it just a bit more recovery. But the Urshifu single strike should be able to pick up the KO on Dondozo. That critical hit wicked blow is going to ignore all of the defense boost that Marcus has accrued. Urshifu's on a timer here. Taking as the poison damage takes down and wears down on the bear. But it doesn't look like it's gonna have to endure the timer for long since Dondozo's pretty much on its last legs now. Tornadoes boost for the Sunny Day, mitigating damage ahead of time from the Tatsugiri most likely. Dondozo goes for the body press and knocks out the Urshifu in a single hit. The Dondozo is just so fast. Right, it looks like the Dondozo is gonna stick around for just a little bit longer. As one of Chaiyawat's Pokemon falls. And the last Pokemon on Chaiyawat's side is going to be that Chiyu. It's also going to be poisoned, and it's not going to do very well into the water type Dondozo. It can probably spam down pulses, it can go for a flinch, but how long will it hold out against the Dondozo? Or rather, how long will this Dondozo hold out against Chiyu and Tornadoes? It's a very precarious position for both players actually. It's really hard to tell which is the next Pokemon that's going to fate. Calyrex as well, when it comes in, it's going to be poisoned because of the Toxic Spikes. It's going to be put on that ever so precarious timer. Dondozo protecting itself for just a little bit of recovery. Just bit by bit, that Dondozo's gaining back all of its vitality, or just enough vitality for it to survive from all of Chaiyawat's hard hitters. Bleak Storm and Astral Barrage only have so much PP. There's only so much that Chaiyawat can do against this Dondozo, and he has to hope that something is going to knock out this Dondozo eventually. Even without rest, we see here just how tanky Bondozo can be, surviving hit after hit and gaining all of its health back with leftovers recovery. At some point, it lived with like 6 or 10 health. We see that every little bit of leftovers recovery just counts so much. Blinker is so amazing on the connect. It connects with the Dondozo, and Dondozo finally fades. Because the Tatsugiri came out of the bomb this turn, it's not gonna get to do anything this turn. The Dondozo is finally fated. And now Marcus is left with only his Weezing and his Tatsugiri. The Chiyu is currently locked into Dark Pulse. It's not going to do a lot against the Weezing. Marcus with 2 Pokemon that don't exert a lot of offensive pressure, but with how low all of Chaiyawat's Pokemon are, and the attack that Chiyu is currently locked into, Marcus definitely still has room to you gotta win here. Now without his Dondozo, Marcus has to take a lot of time to think about his next move. Chiyu, first the move, goes for the Dark Pulse into the Weezing. It's not very effective, but when you get the flinch, before that we see the Tornado's Bleeding Stop does a good amount of damage to both Weezing and Tatsugiri. Tatsugiri's speed does fall, but I don't think it matters in this matchup. Dracomedia is going to the Chiyu. It just falls short, but maybe the poison damage will be able to take it out at the end of the turn. Strange Steam goes into the Tornadoes. The Tornadoes will be knocked out. It's the one Pokemon on Chaiyawat's team that is immune to poison damage, but it is not immune to Strange Steam. Chiyu does take poison damage. It holds on for one more turn. Chiyu has one more Dark Pulse left in it. While Calyrex is subdued again, is forced to take just a little bit more damage from the poison that it's going to receive. However, now Calyrex and Chiyu are the fastest Pokemon on the field. Will they be able to do enough damage to close out the game for Chaiyawat in game 1? It's a really neck and neck game for both players here. Tatsugiri protecting itself for one turn. Actually, both of the Pokemon here protecting themselves, trying to stall out turns of perhaps Sunny Day, or perhaps trying to stall out an Astral Barrage. Chaiyawat has used so many of those now that it's unclear how much of each Chaiyawat has left. But really doesn't want to protect. Chaiyawat goes for the last Deep Lord. Will he be able to survive the poison damage? Chiyu succumbs to its poison. But Calyrex, will he be able to hold on? It does not hold on. Calyrex falls the poison, and Marcus, by the fire and his breath, takes game 1 of the final. Absolutely hair-raising set from both players, and it's only game 1. Truly, it's the tenacity of the Dondozo that makes one game feel so long. But props to both Marcus and Chaiyawat for being able to play it out to such a close finish in just the first game of the final. Actually, I'm pretty certain we didn't see a terrestrialization come out from either player either. So Marcus and Chaiyawat are still somewhat in the dark about the other player's intention to terrestrialize or not terrestrialize. But water is already such a good defensive typing that you don't need the Terra most of the time. Oh. Sorry, our commentator's dying a little bit inside. So we will be waiting in team preview for a bit. The calm before the storm. That is game 2 of finals. If Marcus wins this, he'll run away with the whole tournament. But Chaiyawat, very accomplished player in his own right, and he did beat Marcus in Swiss. So surely he has a game plan to take back the next game. Only time will tell. Chaiyawat looks like he's done deciding on his leads into game 2, but Marcus still taking his time to decide, and of course taking some very, very crucial notes. Honestly, with open team sheets, it feels like notes are a thing of the bygone era, but notes always are very, like, it's very important, very useful to take, and you know, I think a tip to all world players is that even if there's over team sheets, I think taking notes might be useful. It can be helpful to note down certain things or milestones that happen during your game that you might otherwise forget that aren't reflected on the open team sheet. At the same time, of course, if you know you understand yourself better and you know you're a player who operates better without taking notes, then of course operate as you will. However, for now we are going into game 2. And each player will be testing each other's endurance as both players are together testing my vocal cords. It is going to be the Tornadoes and Chiyu lead from Chaiyawat and the same Ogabon and Weezing lead from Marcus. Chaiyawat, the one who is switching up his leads, not going to review his restricted legendary too early into this matchup. Instead, it is going to be the Chiyu. Alright, what will both players do in turn 1? Chiyu has Fire and Dark Step. Fire doesn't do really all that well against either of these Pokemon, and obviously Dark is resisted by the Galarian Weezing. We do see the Terrestrialization coming out of Marcus. It is going to be the Water Ogre. It is going to lose its fire neutrality to a fire resistance and a special defense boost. It's going to take the heat wave so well. The Tornadoes is going to taunt the Weezing, so Weezing is unable to get up toxic spikes. Ogabon goes for the IV control. It's a Terra Water IV control. It is going straight into the Chiyu. It is going to take out the Chiyu in a single hit. Chaiyawat, the first to lose the Pokemon in game 2 as well. Weezing cannot use toxic spikes after the taunt. The poison damage, which has been crucial to Marcus's game plan in game 1, like stalling into the Dondozo while all of Chaiyawat's Pokemon take down the poison. That route is no longer going to be available for him. This is part of Chaiyawat's intricate calculation in an attempt to steal the game back. Although Chaiyawat has lost one Pokemon, they can put out a lot of offensive pressure. It cannot be counted out. Chaiyawat cannot be counted out of this matchup just yet. The Calyrex Shadow Rider has hit the field. There is no Dondozo or Tatsugiri here yet. The Calyrex is going to take advantage of the lack of offense on Marcus' side to set up a nasty plot. Tornadoes is actually going to go for Sunny Day to reduce the damage upward of ID Kacho. Marcus does go for the IV control here. It's probably going to go into the Tornadoes, and it does less than half damage. The Sunny Day pulling off so much work here. Shrink Steam also going to go into the Tornadoes. Doesn't get a secondary effect off, but does a good chunk of damage. Tornadoes cannot take another hit at this rate. But the Calyrex now at +2 special attack is going to absolutely rip and tear against anything that isn't called Dondozo with Tatsugiri in its mouth. It's a very tense moment for both players. Chaiyawat trying to ride the momentum of getting that +2. Finally in a good position. But as we see, we know that the Calyrex is going to run over everything that isn't called Dondozo and Tatsugiri in its mouth, and that is exactly what Marcus is going to send out right now. A double switch into a Dondozo with a Tatsugiri in its mouth. The neutralizing against the smaller Tornadoes has regained its prankster ability. Tatsugiri hops into the Dondozo's mouth, and the same situation as we saw in game 1. It's Dondozo and Tatsugiri against the Calyrex Shadow Rider and the Tornadoes. The race against time for both players has begun. We see Commander giving Dondozo a double omni boost in all stats. Tornadoes is going to go for the tailwind here, giving much needed speed control against this evidently pretty fast Dondozo. Astro Barrage, the first Astro Barrage of 8 coming out against this Dondozo. It does just about as much damage as we saw in game 1. It's a very minuscule amount of damage, one that Dondozo really doesn't mind taking on the chin. Meanwhile, Chaiyawat really has to be aware of just how much PP he's consuming every time he tries to Astro Barrage the Dondozo. It's the most damaging attack that Chaiyawat has in this instance. Ocean is actually going to come out. Nasty block, bringing the Cataracts to +4 special attack, but it's gonna be a bit useless in the face of Dondozo's underwear. Order up. Now the Dondozo is at +3 defense. The body press is going to hurt if Dondozo has the opportunity to pull it off against that Urshifu. But because Tailwind is out of the field, Urshifu has the chance to outspeed. It's been very, very crucially calculated turn from Chaiyawat to try and take advantage of Wicked Blow. What? Your Urshifu item is a Focus Sash. It is the Pterodon from the Urshifu. He's banking everything on this Wicked Blow. Dash Overwatch going to do a smidgen of damage into this Dondozo, but the Wicked Blow, Protect from Dondozo cannot defend against it. That RTP is just gonna burst through the Protect. Pterodon, Wicked Blow, how much damage is it gonna do? It does a massive amount of damage, but it fails to knock out the Dondozo. It's gonna fire back with an earthquake. Is this enough to take down either Cataracts or Urshifu? It is not. Urshifu lives with a very healthy amount of health remaining, but there's only one turn of Tailwind on Chaiyawat's side. Dondozo cannot protect itself. Then, Unseen Fist Wicked Blow is just going to burst right through and kill the Dondozo if it tries to play passively. With this in mind and the fact that Urshifu is still faster than the last turn of Tailwind, it seems like the writing is on the wall for this Dondozo. Unable to protect, unable to outspeed, unable to switch. This is the moment Chaiyawat has been waiting for. This is the moment that Chaiyawat tried to get a game 1 but couldn't because of the body press from the faster Dondozo. And now, Chaiyawat is also free to get his Cataracts to a very, very dangerous +6. It is going to one hit anything that it touches. Meanwhile, Wicked Blow is taking down the Dondozo. Tatsugiri is now in a vulnerable position, and of course, Marcus left with the wheezing and the overload in the back. He just has to hope that those Pokemon may be able to deal with that +6 Cataracts Shadow Rider, but it's looking so precarious. It's looking just so precarious right now. That Cataracts +6 might be able to burst through even the Pokemon after it's a body aspect. Urshifu, Pterodon, still a very healthy amount of health too. We see the Astral Barrage. Is it going to pick up the double KO after +6? Absolutely. It's gonna kill the Pokemon and it's gonna bring the Tatsugiri down to Focus Sash. But will Tatsugiri or Urshifu be faster? It's going to be Urshifu. Urshifu is going to deal the one remaining health for Tatsugiri, knocking it out. And the last Pokemon on Marcus' side is going to be Weezing. Weezing has absolutely no hope of surviving a +6 side shot from that Cataracts Shadow Rider. And it looks like we are going to go into a Game 3 and the finals of the Trainer Shed at House of N. Absolutely mind-blowing showing from both players right here. And of course, seeing the inevitable defeat, Marcus forfeits game 2, and we are going to game number 3. See, Chaiyawat learned from game 1. Okay, I let the Dondozo outspeed me in last game. I let it just body press me. My one hope of busting through the Dondozo's impenetrable defense was dashed pretty quickly by a body press, but I'm not gonna let that happen again. I'm just going to take advantage of the 2 turns of Tailwind I need to Wicked Blow that Dondozo out of the water. Of course, Marcus is not going to take that line down. He's going to make some very crucial adjustments going into the 3rd game. But of course, it looks like now Chaiyawat has found a more comfortable route to victory, swapping out Clefairy for the Urshifu. Actually, swapping out Clefairy for... No, he never brought Clefairy in this match. So approach the final game, both players taking very crucial time to think about the Pokemon combination. We saw that Marcus actually forward his restricted legendary in both games 1 and 2. Perhaps adjusting might be the key to beating out Chaiyawat's strategy over here. It is absolutely tense as we see both players contemplating the all-important decision on what Pokemon to bring into the last game of the Trainer Share House of N. It's the final game 3 of the finals at the Trainer Share House of N. Marcus Cole versus Chaiyawat. Can we make some noise? We see the Tornadoes and Chiyu leads from Chaiyawat against Okamon and Weezy from Marcus. It's going to be the same lead as game 2. If Marcus wins, we are going to have fish for dinner tonight. No, we're not. But tension in the crowd is high right now as the crowd is waiting to see how both players are going to adapt. In game 1, we saw that Marcus terrestrialized, and it looks like he's going to do the same here. Terrestrializing into a pure water type makes it very good against Chiyu after that special defense boost. But we did see that Tornadoes did taunt the Weezing to prevent toxic spikes, which I think freed Chaiyawat from the pressure of the timer, which was really important in game 2. We see the taunt going into the Weezing, which very crucially... Oh, that was a taunt, it was a heat wave going into the Weezing. And this time it's not a taunt, it's a big windstorm, trying to double onto that Ogre but after losing its grass type, it's going to take both of those attacks super well and hit back with a taunt! It's going to taunt the Tornadoes instead of firing an IV control at the Chiyu. Tornadoes, after falling for the taunt, its only option left is to play Bleak Windstorm. It doesn't have its bevy of support move and its disposal anymore. Right, we've seen plenty of adjustments for both players already. The Chiyu surviving after turn 1. Right, we see that Chaiyawat has swapped out his Chiyu and opts for the more offensive special attacker. It's gonna be the Calyrex. Neutralizing gas, cannot suppress S1. It's gonna be the Tornadoes. He's gonna fire off a Bleak Windstorm. It's gonna be a critical hit on the Weezing. That's a pretty good amount of damage. IV Cudgel from the opponent going into what was the Chiyu slot. It's now the Calyrex. How much damage is it gonna do? It's gonna do around 60 to 66% of damage. More importantly, Calyrex is gonna be at the range where it gets to consume its Citrus Berry. Toxic Spikes coming up from the Weezing without the taunt. So now any Pokemon that comes in from Chaiyawat's side is going to have to deal with that ever so precarious poison timer. Marcus has navigated very well to ensure that Toxic Spikes does go up in this game. It's gonna be a crucial part of that attrition game plan, that wall of attrition that we saw in game 1, that we didn't get to see as much of in game 2 because Urshifu just busted it wide open. But it's gonna be a very different game, game 3. Calyrex, side shot going to the Ogre calculating based on defense instead of special defense, and the Ogre falls. The first thing is gonna be on Marcus' side in game 3, and Calyrex is gonna get another special attack boost. I think we stop going to a single attack. It crits! The Weezing has fainted, and Marcus is left with 2 Pokemon. That critical hit is so huge that Weezing is unable to get off another attack, and now Marcus is left with his trademark Dondozo and Tatsugiri. He's relying on this fish to carry the remainder of his hopes. But Chaiyawat still has all 4 of his Pokemon. The Chiyu in the back, and 1 more Pokemon we haven't seen. it has to be the Urshifu. The Urshifu has been so crucial to Chaiyawat's game plan of busting through that impenetrable defense. How is the game going to shake up from here? It's going to be an uphill battle from the Dondozo, but with Dondozo Tatsugiri, absolutely anything is possible, especially after one layer of Toxic Spikes has already gone up. It's going to be the Astral Barrage. That's a good amount of damage to the other way Dondozo. About the same as we saw in our previous two games, of course. Tornado's going for the Blink Storm. You know, at this point, it's kind of just chip the Dondozo away as it goes for Order Up. With no more Citrus Berry at his disposal, Dondozo's gonna try and just KO the Calyrex if it can, while getting leftovers recovery at the same time. Tornado's a shoot of the Torn. It is now free to go for a Tailwind. Is Chaiyawat going to try and replicate the Tailwind switch, Wicked Blow combination that worked for him so well in Game 3? It's gonna go for the Taunt. Dondozo is no longer able to protect himself. Astral Barrage, chipping away a little bit more at the Dondozo, bringing it just over half health. Order Up is going to go into the Calyrex Shadow Rider, knocking it out. There is no more restricted legendary. There is no more restricted Pokemon on either side of the field. Dondozo defense is gonna go up to +4. Crucially, in the previous game, we saw that Marcus missed his opportunity to go for a body press to kill that Urshifu. But now, he has a chance. The play almost seems telegraphed for both of these players right now. The Dondozo cannot protect, it has to go for an attack onto that Urshifu. Meanwhile, Chaiyawat has to go for the Tailwind and the Wicked Blow into the Dondozo. It almost seems scripted at this point. He's going to terrestrialize that Urshifu and bank everything onto that one Urshifu's unseen fist. Will the Dondozo survive this so important hit? Tornado's Tailwind to enable Urshifu to outspeed the Dondozo. And now we see Wicked Blow, Terra Dark boosted, going straight into the Dondozo. It does not pick up the kill! Body press brings Urshifu down to his sash, but the poison damage is going to take it out. It seems that 3 defense boosts is just not enough to pick up the body press kill on that Urshifu. But it does not matter, Urshifu is going to fall to the poison damage. Dondozo just way too tanky, survives on the stable. It's getting all its health back with leftovers recovery. The remaining 2 Pokemon on Chaiyawat's side are the Chiyu and the Tornadoes. Will Blink with Storm and Dark Pulse be able to pick up the KO on this so unhealthy Dondozo? It is still daunted. It is still unable to protect itself. The only choice Dondozo has is to go for an attack, while Chaiyawat has to hold this down. Boss kills. It kills. The Dondozo fades, and now Marcus is left with a Tatsugiri on the field. It's going to have to immediately take the Blink stop. It crits. It brings Tatsugiri down to his focus sash. You see Chaiyawat absolutely popping off. These critical hits have gone so far for him. And the writings on the wall, Marcus offers a handshake. And just like that, Chaiyawat has won the Trinity event and House of N, busting through Dondozo in an impressive display of skill and patience. Congratulations to Chaiyawat, and kudos to Marcus for putting on such an amazing show for all of us in the crowd. Can we get some noise for both of these players? Coming all the way from Thailand, Chaiyawat to take House of N. Congratulations again to both players for making it this far in the tournament. And thank you to everyone in the crowd today and in the audience for sticking with us through this absolute showstopper of a match. And we will see you at the next event. Thank you so much to everyone for watching.